Well, welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's comic books, coffee, and more. Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Well, welcome back, everyone. You know what time it is. Little coffee and comic books. Today we have Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, number 11, 75 cents back in 1985. Title of this story is Brainstorm. It's by Bud Budiansky and Herb Trimpe. Now, before we begin, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Jetfire soars supreme. Buster Twiki rides himself on being among the top ranked in his high school, an A student in every class. But today, Buster is turning his academic attention to a new subject, himself. It's a subject he's definitely on the way to flunking. I still don't have any idea how I do this. I've read this book from cover to cover twice, yet I feel as dumb as I did when I started. Physics. I've been able to levitate metal objects for weeks now. Somehow I understand them to the point of being able to rebuild auto engines with only a single thought. But I haven't a clue why, except that it might have something to do with when I found Optimus Prime held prisoner by the Decepticons. He needed my help, and I trusted him. Then he zapped me. As leader of the Autobots, he must have had a good reason for doing it. Just wish I knew what it was. Buster! Dad. Splunk clunk. Come on, son. I just got a call about a breakdown on the interstate. What do you say we show everyone Sparkplug and Buster Twiki are about the best tow truckers in the Pacific Northwest, okay? I'll be right down, Dad. Great. Ever since I repaired everything in the shop with my new powers and Dad's convinced I enjoy working on cars as much as he does, how am I ever going to explain to him these powers make it easy for me? I have no interest in making it a career. He'd be so disappointed in me. He'd also be horrified. I don't think too many dads would open their arms to a metal manipulating freak. Elsewhere, outside a Black Rock Aerospace Assembly Plant, number 1 in the suburb of Portland. No suspicious activity inside that I can see. No more than usual, that is. Where was I? Right here. Send the van through. All right, get going. Can you believe it? The Army's had us camped out here for weeks with enough weapons to level a small town, and we can't get one foot into the door of that plant? Meanwhile, Mozzarella Mike, armed with a bunch of soda pop and pizzas, goes right through. Hey, don't underestimate Mike's power. I've seen one of his pepperoni and onion pies wipe out a whole platoon inside the plant. The efficiency of these human slaves has improved 18.7%. A welcome boost to our plans, wouldn't you say, Laserbeak? Squawk. However, you, Optimus Prime, your productivity rating was 0 when last tested. You failed to use your creation matrix, programmed to infuse the newest Decepticon Jetfire with life. What you define as failure, I call success, Shockwave. Your smug self-righteousness will not save what remains of your life, Optimus Prime. Only the success of your creation matrix will. The connections between you and the Jetfire have been thoroughly checked. Give him life or die. A searing scarlet beam bursts forth from the Decepticon's commander's eyes, activating an instrument panel. And a blistering torrent of energy enters Jetfire. You dare deny me the power of the creation matrix, Optimus Prime? Were it still within you, my instruments would have tapped into its immense energies. The only logical conclusion is you no longer possess it. Your use to this Decepticons is ended. Your existence shall be terminated immediately. Do as you will. I expected no less from you. Ah, but wait, perhaps I act too rashly. I know of no way for you to have erased the program while you were in my custody. You must have hidden it. But where? But no life. Where? Unknown to Shockwave, his query is heard elsewhere, as well miles away inside a Mount St. Hilary of Oregon's Cascade Range. We're within the Ark, the damaged spacecraft base of the Autobots. 2 others are tuned in. The telephone eavesdropping device that GB Blackrock helped us design is picking up most distressing news. Ratchet, I fear the worst for our leader, Optimus Prime. You're in charge, Prowl. What can we do now? Nothing for now. With so many human lives in jeopardy at the plant, a rescue attempt could prove disastrous. We can only continue listening, wait for Shockwave to reveal more of his plans. Any action we take must be tempered by extreme caution. Shortly, inside the plant. Yes, Commander. Shockwave, what is it you wish of me? Optimus Prime is refusing to cooperate, Rumble, but you, as a Decepticon under my command, must. The procedure will be brief but painful. Yow. My probe is now searching for cerebro circuitry for visual memories of anything unusual during the time when Optimus was still held prisoner within the Ark, and you were guarding the entrance. My eye will project what the probe finds. Evidence of movement. Your optical circuitry is incapable of distinguishing so small an object, Rumble. But with any computer enhancement abilities, I can refine the image, draw out even more detail. A human. You let a wretched human sneak past you, Rumble? Your punishment shall be squack. So you recognize it, Laserbeak, and now where can find a human? We can find a human. Ooh, my aching head. Good. Then it shall be easy to capture it, for it is the key to the creation matrix. But a nearby onlooker has an altogether different reaction. No, I have broken my most sacred principle. I have endangered an innocent by transferring the matrix to Buster without telling him. I can never fully atone for such a grievous error. It's Buster. Shockwave was talking about. Optimus must have somehow given him the matrix. We must do something to protect him. Agreed, Ratchet. That's why I've summoned Bumblebee and Bluestreak. I'll do my best, Prowl. Bumblebee, you are friends with the boy and his father. Try to persuade them of the need for our help. Bluestreak, you will serve as Bumblebee's backup. My pleasure, and I'll be a great backup. Bumblebee won't have a thing to worry about with me on the lookout. He won't have to strain even one little microchip thinking about it with me there, sir. Bluestreak, let's roll out. Sure, just waiting for you to finish talking to Prowl, a Bumblebee. Well, back at the plant. This completes the optical transmission of our message, Laserbeak. Come, it is time for you to play my words back for the human's leader to hear, and for it to obey. What could he be planning? If only I weren't so utterly helpless. Moments later, I get the double sausage. And don't forget my diet soda. Take it easy. I only got 2 hands. Nice of that one-eyed Diablo to make sure we're at least well fed. Hey, Gabe? Nicer if this pie was still hot, Ferdy. I hate cold pizza. Zoop! I can have Laserbeak make it even hotter. Fleshing. Oh, no thanks. I wouldn't want to burn my tongue. Good. Laserbeak has better things to do than satisfy the whining desires of unappreciative slaves. And presently, that is to relay a message to the humans' military commander. And you, fleshling, fuel purveyor, shall deliver it. Sure, look, it's on cassette tapes. Could I see Colonel Hawthorne? I think he's insisted upon it this way. What can you tell us about what's going on in here, son? The big robot, he told me to give you this, Colonel. Moments later, after a portable cassette player is found. Attention, fleshlings. This is Decepticon Commander Shockwave. You have 1 Earth hour to pull back your forces. At least 12 miles from this sight. Failure to heed these orders shall result in the termination of the functions for the hostages and for you as well. Huh. I can't risk the lives of innocents. My only choice is to retreat. Wonder what those tin cans are planning to... But the colonel, thought, are interrupted when Laserbeak suddenly transforms back to his robot mode. Shoot, men, shoot! Blow that thing out of the sky! But the Avion Alien is too fast and is quickly out of range. Elsewhere. And brake the truck real easy, son. You don't shake the towed vehicle too much. All right, Dad. Heck, you probably know all this already. You're so smart you'll soon be telling me what to do. And nothing would make me happier. I'd be happier if I could somehow explain to Dad how I feel about this. Buster, you're hard to find these days. Oh, hi, Jesse. I've been busy helping Dad out lately. Well, if you've been working so hard, then I'm sure Mr. Witwicky won't mind if you take a break. Want to go for a ride to the falls? Good idea. You kids go ahead. I'll take care of this tow, Buster. Go get your bike. I didn't expect to see Jessie. Last time she came here, I yelled at her. She hasn't even been talking to me in school. Maybe I can find out what brought her back. See you later, Dad. Bye. Be back by dinner time, okay? Soon. Looks like a burned out ballast resistor. Mr. Sparkplug Whittaky. Be with you in a minute, Mr. It is good to see you again, friend. I hope all has been well with your internal mechanisms. Bumblebee, forget about my internals. What do you want? I told Buster we weren't going to have any more dealings with you robots. Please hear me out. Buster is in great danger. He has something of great value that the Decepticons want. They will stop at nothing to get it. Oh, yeah? And what exactly is it? It is difficult to explain, but you must trust me. Please tell me where Buster is so we Autobots can protect him. The only time Buster ever needed any protection from anything was when you Autobots guys came around the last time. I'm his father, and I can take care of my son. He stays with me. I hope that will be enough to save Buster for his sake. And yours, farewell. I don't trust those giant junk heaps. I'd best go get Buster, so the Autobots don't get him first. Meanwhile, a few miles away, Jesse, let's take a break. There's something I want to talk about. Come on, race you to the falls, Buster. No, really, stop for just a few minutes. Giving up already? Afraid I'm going to beat you? She's sure making effort to avoid any discussion about the argument we had. Well, I'm going to settle it whether she wants to talk or not. Invisible waves of alien-born energies project from the core of Buster's brain. Boom. They reach their target, and under Buster's careful direction, unfasten the master link of Jesse's bicycle chain. Bing! What? The chain busted. I wonder how that happened. Let me take a look. Oh, well, while we're stopped, I have something I've been wanting to say to you, Jesse. Things didn't go too well last time I saw you. I was upset about my father being in the hospital. I'm sorry I yelled at you. You're sorry. With all the dumb things I said back then, I should have been the one apologizing. Guess I just didn't know how. But I know a good way we can make up. And she kisses him. Oh, man. Hey, kids. Sorry to interrupt, but you have some visitors. I gave Bumblebee the slip, but the other ones Blue Streak tailed me pretty good. I sure did. Now, I don't mean to pry, Buster, but could you explain to me the action you and your human friend were engaging in? That was a kiss. And what function does KISS serve? Is it some sort of energy transferal process? It's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps it is similar to fifth order Tiedemann ional equations. They are hard to X. Buster, we came here for a serious purpose. Switch your vocal circuitry to off, Blue Streak, to save you from the Decepticons. Elsewhere, as I anticipated, the Autobots sought out the young fleshlings, and in doing so unwittingly allowed Laserbeak to track their two searches as soon as they left the Ark. Now that Laserbeak has relayed to me the fleshlings' coordinates, I can program you, Jetfire, to seek it out and bring it back here to me. Let nothing sway you from your objective, my slave. Jetfire is a formidable machine. I fear 2 Autobots alone would be hard-pressed to stop him from taking Buster. And I can do even less. Meanwhile, Buster, you must explain to your father how you've changed, how Optimus Prime gave you enormous power. This is why the Decepticons want you. What's he talking about, Buster? I don't know. I can't let Dad know Bumblebee's telling the truth. He'd be so upset with me after I promised I'd have nothing more to do with the Autobots. I'm sick of listening to this nonsense. Come on into the truck, kids. We're going home. Boom, bam, boom. Oh, no, here he comes. Laserbeak. He must have been spying on us all along. My ion dispenser rifle will make sure he doesn't stick that beak of his where it doesn't belong, ever, again. Desperately, Laserbeak tries to evade the metal-seeking silver-blue burst of electricity, but his effort is in vain, as he soon falls victim to the high-voltage Autobot attack. Not a bad shot if I do say so myself, and you always do. See what I mean? Wherever these Autobots go, trouble follows, as sure as a blowout after a broken bottle. Then we must have run over a pretty big bottle, Mr. Witwicky, 'cause we're in a lot of trouble. Who is that? I bet he's not a friend. And he's not an easy target either. You humans take cover. Blue Streak and I will take care of him. Right, Blue Streak? Blue Streak. I can't. I don't know how. I don't know what to. This is no time to let a little confusion keep you from acting. Blue Streak. He's coming back for another pass. Shoot. Shoot, all right. I'll shoot. But the shell Blue Streak finally launches, leaves too late to prevent Jetfire from hitting Bumblebee with a crippling blast from his particle beam cannon. Yow! Meanwhile, Blue Streak's shell opens up and releases its cargo of 4 independently targeted missiles, which Jetfire has been programmed to avoid. Although this time he doesn't quite succeed in escaping. He took that dead on and acted like he didn't even feel it. Could it be he can't feel? Buster, any living Transformer would have registered pain. Is that Jet's not alive? You can control him? You have the creation matrix. Yours is the power to control any unliving metal. Yours is a power unmeasured. You can defeat our attacker. Do you hear me, Buster? Bumblebee must have had a screw knocked loose, and if he thinks you can shoot down that jet, I know you'd help if you could, son. You always do the right thing. You mean that, Dad? Heck yes. You're a smart boy. You don't need an old grease monkey like me to tell you what to do. Oh, boom! He's knocked out Blue Streak. He's coming for us. Buster, don't let him take you. Stop him. You have the power. Use it. It's all true, Dad. Everything he said about me. What are you talking about, son? Get down. I do have the power. Oh, and he gets the power. Boom. I don't believe I saw what I just saw. Neither do I. Son, did you do that? I guess I did, Dad. Guess I do have the creation matrix inside me, like Bumblebee said. Yes, and with the matrix you can also reassemble this jet. Go ahead, try. But I couldn't attack it again. I made certain he won't do it, Buster. Well, if you say so, why not? He puts it back together again. I still don't understand. Don't you see, Dad? The creation matrix, that's how I fixed those cars while you were away. It was a cinch. I didn't want to tell you the truth, how Optimus Prime gave me this power, so I pretended I liked working on cars. I knew it would please you. I'm sorry I lied. I'm the one who should apologize. It was because of a concern over me that you forced yourself to do something you didn't want to. I realize now you're old enough to know what's best for you. You don't need me to tell you. Pardon me, but Buster's problems are not over yet. As long as he has the creation matrix, the Decepticons will hunt him. And I have an idea how we can help each other out. I removed this. the jet brain. Without it, he's harmless. With the creation matrix, you can give it life, put the jet under your control. With your help, we can rescue Optimus Prime and you can return the matrix to him. What do you think, Dad? You know me, son. I've never been the interfering father type, at least not for the last minute or two. I think it best you decide. The epilogue. A few miles south of Black Rock Aerospace Plant Number 1, a convoy of Autobots under Prowl's command make its way down a road. Hey, you guys are heading the wrong way. I can't tell the human we go to rescue Optimus Prime. That looks like a 280Z. Was someone driving that Jeep leading them? I didn't see anyone. Yeah, right. Maybe he got smart and turned invisible to avoid court-martial for disobeying orders. Get your eyes checked, Murray. Inside the plant. You no longer have the creation matrix, Optimus Prime. Your usefulness has ended. We shall proceed with your execution immediately. In radio contact with the telephone eavesdropping device back at the Ark, Prowl hears everything Shockwave says. For the sake of his leader, Optimus Prime, he prays he hasn't heard it. Too late. Whew. And that was Transformers number 11, Jetfire. Brainstorm. Hope you enjoyed that little reading, and don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. And as always, as Papa and everybody in this book, Transformers, Decepticons, Autobots, always say...
That was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.